We've seen the usage rate of some cards change and flip-flop. Maxx, this is crazy, by the way. Maxx is at the lowest usage rate ever recorded in Master Duel, I think. It's at 90.7%. Right? This is the lowest it's ever been. We got Ash Blossom also, I think, floating at 85.5. Basically the same. SP Little Knight has gone down, which is weird. I feel like every single deck in Yu-Gi-Oh plays SP Little Knight.
Brazil!
Hi, Farfa.
So because Maxx is also going down, I suppose that makes... Wait, that's weird, because the call buy went up. Imperm's at 70%. Really is the most goated hand trap after Ash Blossom. Imperm's actually low-key better than Ash Blossom if it wasn't for Maxx. I would say in TCG, Imperm is the best hand trap. Crossout Designator is down a little bit. We got Nibiru that's down. My god, almost 50% of decklist run Nibiru? That is crazy. Got Triple Tack as well, around about 40%, which is way higher than I thought it was. It's because the third most popular deck is Stun. How do you know that?
Brazil!
Is there deck
3
usage?
years, Freems.
Oh, there is deck usage. How do they know this? How does a third-party website know this? Like, where are they getting the stats from? Maybe Decade is just sitting on his computer and, like, watching every Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel taking part in the game ever. From the usage? I don't think usage rate translates to deck played, potentially. Right? I don't know. Snake Eye only 14% of ladder. Yubel is so much better than I thought it was. Cash Tira is weirdly high, by the way. 15% of people in Master are playing Cash Tira. I think it's Master as well, just saying. Being used in the highest rank of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So I don't think it's Master 1. I think it's specifically Master, the entire tier. So yeah. That's just tier limit. No, I don't think so, because it wouldn't say Horus Engine, right? It would literally, like, if you're you could easily look at usage rate of Kit Koloss, and then you know that deck is playing tier limit, right? So that would be how that would work. The highest win rate is Pearly. Weirdly enough. I wonder why that is. I guess Pearly is one of those decks that just sort of, like, kind of auto-wins going first, right? Like, it's very hard to deal with Noir. And going second, I suppose it has a lot of hand traps. And just ways to stop the, stop your opponent from playing before they get going. What do you guys think the reason is for it? Very few players that win a lot. Quality of player could be a thing, potentially. Yubel has a 0% win rate when you just don't summon any monsters. Yeah, weird. More popular decks mirror themselves, so the win rate tends towards 50%. Mirror matching, dropping the win rate. That's actually a good point, actually. Yubel dropping because of mirror matches. But does that register as a loss for Yubel? Surely that's just a net 0, right? It doesn't affect the statistics. Because then you win 1 and then you lose 1 if it's a mirror match. So nothing changes, surely. Also, it tends towards 50% because of that? I see. Okay. I would rather play against Snake Eye 50 times. It's because cat. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, so hardly the most surprising stuff here. The highest win rate card in the game, by the way, this is really interesting. Emperor Charles the Great. See, win rates are super interesting ways to look at, I mean, look at Hyper Librarian, for example. You wouldn't, because you look at the surface level and you think to yourself, oh, well, Hyper Librarian is just the best deck in the game, right? Surely Synchro and Infernoble are the best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they have such a high win rate. But that's not because their decks are very good. It's because when you get to those cards, by the time you have summoned those monsters, you win the game, right? Because if you lose a duel with Infernoble, you're not even, like, getting to Isolde. You're not even, like, resolving the Isolde. Never mind, like, making synchros. And in order to get, like, to Emperor Charles, you need to make Charles, then get to Emperor Charles, right? So that's how that works. Average battle damage. Nimrod Dragon. 11,841. Average this is so funny. Is it me or is Pep really low? Pep is 6750 damage, that's it. Terahertz with 8.1. Zeroboros is up there as well. I feel like the only deck in the game that plays Zeroboros is like tier limit, right? There's no shot like Zeroboros is definitely just not being played in anything that's in tier, surely. Jizukuru? Oh, is this like higher because of Mekanko? That has to be the logic, right? Because it's like, it's above the attack of Jizukuru for some reason. That's so funny. We got Supernova Dragon. We got Access Code, which is only 46. Final Sigma. Finisher rank. What does finisher mean? Just the card that finishes the duel most often? So, rank 1 access code. Unsurprising. Final Blow Terror. Is this like Final Blows? Is this what finisher means? That's really funny. I've never actually properly looked at like some of the other stats. I've only really used the usage rates things, but this is some fascinating stuff here. We got Baron up to a third of decks in the gameplay Baron. Crazy, by the way, that Gamma is played in almost a third of decks, and it's at... Oh, is it at 2? I'm thinking of TCG ratios. Yeah, Gamma's really sick. Driver. Who would have thought a vanilla monster would have a 33% win rate, usage rate? Veiler at 40%. Apollosa being played in over a third of decks. Baron, Apollosa, IP Masquerena. The Horseman's coming for you. The Horseman is coming for you. Can't believe Maxx fell off so hard. I was looking at Twitter and I saw like an argument between some people and it was like, yeah, some call out post against Hasanabi and it was like, yeah, he fell off so hard and it's like he's like the rank 4 most watched Twitch streamer. He's like, yeah, rank 4, he like fell off. Just reminded me of this. Maxx is literal #1 most played card in the game. Yeah, bro fell off, dude. Bro fell off, like washed up, dude. Why is Maxx going so down? There's like the only logical example to not play Maxx, and I noticed this a lot when I was playing in the Duelist Cup because I played Maxx in my tier deck. Everyone who, if you play a combo deck, a pure gas deck, Maxx is just not that great because it trades really badly. If you don't have other things to pair it up with. Like using Ash and then getting that call by, then resolving Maxx, things like that. Really good. But if your only hand trap is Maxx, most of the time it just gets negated. It's an equal likely chance for it to get negated than to resolve. And apparently stun is also very popular as well. So people just straight up just cutting Maxx. So no one wants to draw Maxx against stun. Although, stun being what? What does stun mean? Because you can still get some value out of stun if they're playing Horus. Now, if we're playing Fossil Dyna, Activate Moon Mirror Shield, that's a different kind of stun. You're probably not getting any kind of value from that. You know? Like, there's no way that type of stun is in the Master rank, surely. Like, I think to get Master 1 with stun, you need to play like 1,000 games with like a 51% win rate. Like, how does that deck go second? Dart Ruler evenly? I play it all the time. Freaking skill issue, dude. Holy. Who's out here playing stun? Like,